Hey y'all, it's Didi. Who else would it be, of course? So let's get started. I get my fish fillet with no cheese. I don't F with cheese. And ketchup. Mmm. 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 You know, shooting these mukbangs have taught me a lot about myself. It's actually taught me that I smack when I eat. I eat really fast. And I eat with my mouth open. So, I've been working on that, y'all. Because if I go on a date, I need to be more ladylike. Mm. They fried these too hard. And it's done. Actually, this is going to be a part 2. Okay, so earlier, guys, I did shoot a video, but I'm probably not going to post that. But I'm going to talk about a few of the things I was talking about earlier. And so I was talking about basically how I find myself kind of depressed. You know, I find myself depressed and kind of going through this cycle of working home, which is nothing new for me. I'm the type of person that often does just go work at home. I'm a homebody, so that's not strange for me so much. I don't know, like the older I get and just as time is going by, like I was home one day, or the other night I stayed up real late. I started off watching T.S. Madison, and then I was looking at like some of her old videos back when she used to do, you know, adult entertainment. And I was watching some of those videos on a porn website, you know. And so I was watching her, and then I kind of went through this trail of just watching a whole bunch of other trans girls that are out there and in the adult entertainment, and have videos out there. And I'm watching them, and I'm seeing people with their breasts and their body and face done, everything long, nails. Then like when you did DV, they got the nice clothes, nice shoes, the best hairstyles. You know what I'm saying? They have all of these things. And I just went to thinking like, how are they affording this? Like, and I understand the nature of the business they're in, you know, whether they're escorting or having to, you know, show themselves publicly. I understand it. And so I know it's always a catch when you see stuff like that, but my whole thing is like, I just started feeling like, well, dang, it's just like I'm chipping away. Like, I know y'all didn't see that that meme online of like this guy. It's not a meme, it's like a cartoon image of like this guy chipping away like with I think like a pick and an axe or something like that. He's underground, like in a tunnel or something that he's trying to get out of or trying to get to something. And it's just like he tooth in there, like just trying to get to it. And that's how I feel. I just feel like everything is taking so long for me. Like even when it comes to like the hair on my face and stuff, you know, that makes me self-conscious. Like I show y'all that because my channel is always going to be a channel where I'm myself and I'm real, because why else have a channel if you're going to hide so much? You know what I'm saying? Why have a channel when people really want to see, you know, what it's like living like this? Like, I don't want to give you no image of me that's all perfect all the time, you know, because that just, it's not authentic. This is how I go by through life most of the time. And so I try to give y'all that, but it makes me self-conscious to get on camera and do this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a very shy person, actually. I'm just thinking like, I done went through so many sessions of laser hair removal, and yet I still am suffering from the hyperpigmentation and hair growing on my face. I still have to shave. I don't like putting razors to my face, so I avoid doing it as much as I can, which means I sometimes have hair on my face. You know, it's just like so much. And then like it's a catch-22 because putting the razors on your face causes hyperpigmentation, razor bumps, razor burns. So it's just like, it's a catch-22, and it's just like, why is things not falling into place for me? But then I also think about two things. The girls out here who move fast and did what they had to do real fast, but they are suffering the consequences, whether they went to go get injected with silicone or whatever the case may be. You know, sometimes it has terrible consequences. So I've seen those stories too, especially those who have shared their story to prevent other girls from doing that. But then you see the girls that the fast life is seeming to work for them. It looks good on them, you know what I'm saying? But then you also have the girls on the other end of what I think about is the girls that no matter what they do, surgery, makeup, whatever, no matter what they do, they're gonna always have a certain structure about themselves, whether it's their body or their face. Like some people have like these strong jaws and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And for me to kind of be complaining about like hyperpigmentation when I could easily cover it up with makeup, you know, some of them wish that's all they had to do. So we all have a story, and we all have something that makes us self-conscious, and we could all look at somebody else and say, well, you know, it could be worse. One thing that kind of triggered a thought in me recently is just like, so like on my job, I work around a lot of nurses and stuff like that. You know, people that were educated, had to go get a degree, whatever the case may be. I don't have a degree and stuff like that, but I've never allowed not having a degree to diminish me in any way, you know, because I know it's more to life than that, you know. And so the other day I had a coworker, and you know, most people, they often do small talk, you know, small talk. So they're not talking about anything serious. But she happened to ask me, what are your long-term goals? I ain't never really been asked no question like that before from like a person I'm just meeting, you know, not dating or anything like that, or that's not older than me. Like she's like, gotta be like the same age as me, if not younger. I couldn't give my true answer in regards to what my goals was, because I know she probably was thinking on the basis of education or money wise and stuff like that. And so what I often do is, because I know people will not always be on the same brainlength as me or wavelength as me, because my answer would have truly been is to be happy. And that goes without saying, because there's a lot of things that would make me happy that I don't necessarily tell people about, you know. And so, you know, but I'm gonna always give an answer. Like when somebody like that asks me a question, I'm gonna give an answer like home ownership, or lowering my debt, or just getting myself in order, which is all things I want to do. But if I were to give my true answer would be to be happy, which would have to do with being able to progress in my womanhood, so to speak. Some people might want to be president of the United States, or might want to be a millionaire. If I could walk out in the world and know, like without a shadow of a doubt, that I made it and that I became the person who I saw myself to be, that would make me happy. Not to say other things wouldn't make me happy, but that is one of my biggest goals. And so, I don't know, I'm finding myself depressed lately, because it's just like, I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. I'm chipping away. You know, I'm just chipping away, and I should be grateful. I'm very grateful for the fact that I have an apartment, the fact that I have a car, I live alone. You know, I'm very grateful for those things. But at the same time, it's just like, when is my day gonna come? And I don't know if I'm willing to do things that sometimes other people are willing to do to get there, you know? So it's just like, I'm gonna keep chipping away though, but those are some things that have been getting me down lately. And like another thing, it's hard finding a good man. All the men out here are, especially when it comes to girls like me, they just want to have sex. They don't want to take you serious. They want to see you at nighttime. That's the gag. That's the true tea. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't think you come on this side of the tracks and things are going to be magical for you. No, the true tea is that you're a sex object to them. You're going to have to find a guy that shows you different from the other guys. You might have a guy who is willing to be seen with you, or he's willing to go out with you, or he's not ashamed or stuff like that. But then, and maybe he even have a job and a place to stay. But maybe he's crazy. You know, maybe he really got some issues. And then like, or maybe he don't have a car, or maybe he's staying with his mama. Maybe he don't have a job. You know, it's always something. And then you still have to always, at the end of the day, find that guy who's comfortable with you. Or really, it's just a sexual thing. That's it. I've turned down so many guys, that even guys that I was attracted to and that I would have had sex with or something, I turned them down because I knew that I was just a sexual object to him, and I wasn't going to subject myself to allowing him to use me for his sexual gratification and nothing more. And it's crazy because, like, I can probably say I've never made love in life. I've had sex, but I've never made love. I've never had somebody I made love to. I want a boyfriend for myself. Like, I want one guy that I can have sex with. Just one guy. It's so hard trying to find them out here. A gentleman, somebody who is respectful to you, respects your journey, respects who you are, got it together, have a car, have a job, not ashamed. That's the biggest thing. Like, it's hard. But like me personally, I'm tired of carrying the load myself. I want somebody that say, hey babe, what you want to pick up from the stove? Or babe, you needed something? Or babe, I saw you was running low on this, so I went to go pick this up from the stove. Or babe, here go your favorite candy bar. I want a nigga that's gonna not only look for what I need, but for what I want, you know, and want to surprise me and do stuff for me and actually considers me and thinks about me. I don't want a nigga that only thinks about me when it's convenient for him, or only thinks about me sexually. You know, I just don't want it. Another thing, these niggas be having kids out here. I don't want a nigga with kids. No baby mamas, none of that. I don't want no nigga with no past trauma from past relationships, and he ain't never letting her go. I don't want that. I don't want to hear about your ex all the time. I don't. And I'll probably end up telling you that if you keep talking about your ex. I don't want to hear about your ex. I don't care about your ex, okay? Like, it's stuff like that. Like, it's just, I'm not asking for nothing that's too hard. I'm really not. Like, what I'm asking for is very simple. It's just hard to find for a girl like me. But I think the biggest thing is that I probably need to get out more. I do a lot of my dating online. All of my dating is online, actually. It's all seem to be like the same type of guy. But those are some things that have kind of just like been on my mind lately. I've been lonely. I've been depressed. I've been going to work, coming back home. That's it. It's been a challenge, like walking out the door, even like going to work. It's a challenge sometimes. It's a challenge like to have this heightened sense of self-consciousness on you all the time. And just always thinking about everything that you do or how you look, how you present yourself to the world. Like, it's overwhelming sometimes. And it's a lot to get out of the bed. Which I still do it. And I haven't gotten to the place like where I'm like major depression or anything, but I have struggled with depression most of my life, you know. And then I've had my ups and my downs. But I'm having a little funk lately. Like, it's just like, I just be wanting to stay in bed sometimes, you know, or I don't know. It's just like, I be needing somebody in bed with me sometimes. I be wanting a nigga to be sitting there next to me, like rubbing on me, or like laying up next to me and I'm laying on his chest. I be wanting stuff like that sometimes. And I just want it with anybody, you know. But what to walk away from with this video here is I want y'all to do something for me. I want y'all to go check on your strong friend. I know people say that as a joke sometimes, but it's something serious. Go check on your strong friend, because your strong friend ain't gonna tell you if she going through something. A lot of people, especially like me, they smile all the time and you would never know. They joke all the time. You would never know what they're really going through. And it's people going through things that are serious, you know. Instead of always going to your strong friend and telling them about your problems, try to reverse the role one time and just say something like, hey girl, how you doing? Everything okay? Now I'm gonna tell you, she probably not gonna tell you nothing wrong. She gonna probably say, yeah, everything fine. I might even laugh it off like, no, I'm good. What you talking about, girl? Like, she gonna probably laugh it off. But don't even let it stop there. You know, just be like, girl, I just want you to know that I love you and I care for you. And that I recognize that you're a very strong person. But that even the strongest person has their days. And so I know you go through stuff just like I go through stuff. And if you ever need anybody to talk to, I'm here for you. And I love you very much. And so that's what you need to tell your strong friend. And that statement alone would probably warm her heart if she's going through something, you know. Don't assume your strong friend is just like a gladiator and just like doesn't feel anything. They just know how, they've learned how to guard their heart. They learn how to guard their emotions and how they, you know what I'm saying? Not letting everybody see what they're really going through. They may not ever tell you what's going on, and that's okay, you know. But as long as they know that you're a shoulder there to lean on, as long as you let them know that, that's all that matters, you know. Oh, that's the assignment for today. No, but for real, y'all check on y'all strong friend. I'll be the strong friend for today and check on them. I ain't really got nothing else to talk about, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those good things. And as I always say, bye.